You are now in the Lean Impact Measurement tool on the tab Theory of Change, which is your impact identification. The good news is that you only need to fill in these white fields. These orange fields are drop-down menus that you can use if you want to, and all other fields are calculated automatically or simply instructions that you can read through. Remember that as a startup, it is not realistic to measure all your impact. You simply will not have the time and resources. So what we want to help you is identify those areas where you differ compared to the status quo. So only measure your sustainability value added. In order to do this, the question is, what is the status quo solution? So the status quo solution is best identified by looking at what would your potential customers use if your service would not exist, and why would this solution be less good from a sustainability perspective? This means you have to do something differently in your business model that adds sustainability value. This could be, for example, using less CO2 because of a more efficient production system. Referring back to our example of organic fair trade bananas will help us to identify what we mean by business model differences. So at this stage, only focus on the impact identification and the link between the status quo solution and what you do differently. If we assume that organic fair trade bananas is a new solution that didn't exist in the market before, we have to make changes to the business model in order to provide this offering. So let's go back to our Excel, what we mean. In our Excel, we have entered fair trade bananas that are not organic as our status quo solution. In order to provide the organic fair trade bananas, we have to make changes to our business model. And keep this in mind, we're especially interested in changes that could potentially lead to sustainability impact. As most startups are used to working with the business model canvas, we have provided a drop-down menu where you can link the business model changes to the different fields of the business model canvas. For our new offering of combining organic and fair trade bananas, we will have to make changes to our business model compared to the status quo. These could be, for example, that we have to add certified organic farmers to our supply chain, which has an impact on our key partners in our business model canvas. Secondly, our value proposition changes as now we provide fair trade and organic bananas. And as a final change, the cost structure is likely to change as we now need to purchase organic and fair trade bananas. As a final comment, you will realize that choosing the status quo solution might be more complex in your case than this hypothetical example. At the same time, we strongly recommend to make some assumptions at this stage and go back to the status quo solution later in order to refine your assumptions once you have a better understanding of your sustainability impact.